Hey guys, I'm Colin here at eTrailer, and today we have a 2018 Nissan Rogue. We're going to do a test fit of a Thule Helium Pro 3-bike hanging style rack. Now this is going to be able to allow you to haul up to 3 bikes to and from your destination. It's going to grip your bike by the frame. We're going to have 2 straps on the top tube, with that 3rd strap being down here on the anti-sway bike. It's going to help prevent a lot of bike-to-bike contact and bike-to-vehicle contact. Now, one really cool feature about this bike rack is that it comes in at just about 20 pounds, so it's going to be very lightweight and easy to handle. If you don't like traveling with your bike rack empty, you can easily remove it without having to strain your back. We do have an onboard cable lock, which comes out from the base. Pull it out right here, and then you bring it across your 3 bikes, and it goes into this slot right there. Once you lock it, it's going to keep your bike secure, and then you unlock it to unload your bikes. Well, now we're going to go ahead and do that and take this bike off so we can take a closer look at the rack. Now it's pretty easy to do. You just push the tab in, pull the straps out. You got the 2 top ones, now the anti-sway cradle. And one thing I really like about what Thule did with these straps is they made them very flexible. So if those thicker rubber and plastic straps that stick straight up and then you have to try to maneuver around them, with these the bike can just glide right over like that. You see my fingers just making it very flexible. So when we pull the bike off, even if we can't clear it, we can just come right over top just like that. Now I always like to go ahead and replace my straps when I'm done, just because it looks a little bit nicer and you don't have to worry about them flopping around too much. Now, with any hitch-mounted accessory, you are going to have added length to your vehicle. Now we're going to check in the case of our Rogue, from the bumper to the outermost point of our bike rack when the arms are folded up. That is going to be about 36 inches added onto the back of our vehicle. Now we can take some of that space away by folding down the arms. It's going to be a latch up here. Once we pull that up, we can fold it down. Now Thule also takes pride in the fact that they have very loud latching systems to let you know that it is locked in place. So you're not going to have to sit there and jiggle it around to make sure that it's stable. So once it comes down, you hear that loud latch to let you know it's in place. Now let's go ahead and measure again from our bumper to the outermost point. It's down to 16.5 inches. So that is a pretty big difference. That's something you want to keep in mind for any close quarter situations like parking. Now let's check our ground clearance as well. At the bottom, which is going to be around where the base is down here. That's going to be 11.5 inches. But we are sitting pretty close to the axle of our Rogue, so we shouldn't have to worry about anything too much. Now to gain access to the trunk, we can tilt this away from the vehicle. We're going to pull up on that latch right here. Once we do, we can tilt it away. From there, we can have full access to our trunk. We don't have too much space taken up by our bike rack. We have plenty of room to get in here and grab whatever we might need. To tilt it back up, just reverse the process. All we're going to do is take a hold of the top right here and push up. Now this is a feature I suggest not using when the bike rack is loaded. You're going to hear that loud audible click to let you know it's locked in place. Now let's go ahead and come down and take a look and see how it attaches to our hitch. Now we're going to have a 2-inch by 2-inch hitch receiver on our Rogue. If you have another vehicle in your household which has an 1.25 by 1.25 hitch, you can take that sleeve off, which will convert the shank to an 1.25 shank. We have a retractable hitch pin right here, which is nice because you don't have the through hitch pin. You don't have to worry about feeding that all the way through. Our anti-rattle system is going to be this knob right here. Once we tighten that down, that's going to take away the shake and play from our bike rack while we're traveling. Thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for our test fit of the Thule Helium Pro 3-bike hanging style rack on our 2018 Nissan Rogue.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the Slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway.